Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats of Ohio U. We're looking forward to a full house and a terrific game in this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bobcats offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on! Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
He makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Bobcats are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stevens. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the grab on the left. It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Offense, you're thinking first down.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
It'll be third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UConn going back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get it.
Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plucks it out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force this scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Nevada. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last
play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, UConn! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they could put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Let's go. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Let's go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. They'll line up for a second down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here comes the heat. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very...
Unloads it downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UConn going back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff to the single back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the option. He'll toss it.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. UConn will have to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the catch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The UConn offense goes back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what...
Turning it on! He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Pitts. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This UConn offense really has it going. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
To the air on 1st down. Now adjusting. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. Here he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UConn. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Bobcats want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Look out, he's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Bobcats will have it first and 10.
Here we go.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. It's caught. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he
fires toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.